Hello and welcome to nccamerica.org, the website of the National Traditionalist Caucus. My name is Victor Dedage. I am the Executive Director of the National Traditionalist Caucus. Today I want to talk about the Neocons and the Neolibs and the support of military interventions all over the world and what that policy has gotten us. For the last several decades, the Neocons and the Neolibs have supported a policy of start war first and ask questions later instead of pursuing diplomacy first and go to war as a last resort. Let's go over the last couple of decades. During the 1990s, these groups supported military intervention in the Balkans. They spread lies such as 250,000 people being killed and massive rapes going on and claimed that most of it was being done by the Serbs. These allegations were later proven to be false. As a result of these allegations, NATO got involved militarily. They bombed the Serbs in Bosnia and in Serbia, and they took away Kosovo from Serbia. As a result of these military interventions, there is massive instability in pretty much all of the regions of the former Yugoslavia. There are drug gangs and mafia gangs running all over the former Yugoslavia, and there are Islamic terror groups that are functioning in many parts of Bosnia and Kosovo. So as a result, there is massive instability going on in all of the former Yugoslavia. In 2001, these same groups urged military intervention in Afghanistan. The U.S. did get rid of the Taliban from power. Unfortunately, the Taliban was not fully gotten rid of, and there is much instability going on in Afghanistan right now. The U.S. did not learn the lessons that were learned by the Soviets and the British people. When you get involved in Afghanistan, you're asking for trouble. And right now, the Taliban has come back in power and has much influence in much of the countryside. In fact, Hamid Karzai, the president of Afghanistan, controls so little territory he is mockingly referred to as the mayor of Kabul. Then we got involved in Iraq in 2003. The Neocons and the Neolibs said, hey, there is weapons of mass destruction. So we went in, we got rid of Saddam Hussein, who was a brutal dictator, everyone agrees. However, as a result of getting rid of Saddam, the Shiites came into power, and the Shiites are aligned with Iran. And now the Kurds and the Sunnis are not like that. So for many years there's been civil war going on among these three groups. There is massive instability going on. The people of Iraq now with the U.S. troops there, and there is no evidence to show that Iraq will survive long term as one country. There is evidence to support that it will eventually break up into 2 or 3 separate countries. And then recently, the Neolibs and the Neocons asked us to get involved in, Egypt and Libya. They supported overthrowing the governments over there. And what did we get as a result? We've gotten governments that support terrorist groups such as the Muslim Brotherhood. And recently, the Neocons and the Neolibs have been trying to get us to support the Al-Qaeda-backed rebels in Syria, and they want us to engage in military intervention over there. Thankfully, the American people who have gotten so sick of our military interventions over the last couple of decades said, no, we will not stand for this. In fact, 90% of them were opposed to military action in Syria, so we decided at the last moment not to do it. But the question I need to ask is, why are these people so hungry for war, and why should we listen to them? If your broker was losing money for you for 10 years, would you still give him your money to invest? Of course not. These people have been wrong about military intervention for the last 20 years, so why should we listen to them if they try to get us involved elsewhere? They want us to get involved in Iran, and now they want us to get involved in the Ukraine. I mean, will these people ever stop? Just look at the results over the last 2 decades. Everywhere that we've gotten involved after the military interventions, it resulted in much greater instability in those regions. And the Neocons know this. So the question is, why are they looking for instability? What is the motive behind this? Because I think we would all want a more stable world. And the other question I would ask is, They keep talking about a war on terror. But why isn't it in many of these places they're supporting terrorists? In Libya, in Egypt, in the Balkans, in Syria. And why don't we, fight against terrorist supporting regimes such as Saudi Arabia? These are questions I think we need to seriously think about before we get involved in any more military interventions. Anyway, thank you for listening. This is Victor Dedage signing off. Have a good day. Bye.